Hi guys, Hannah here. Welcome to my video and to my channel. Today we are taking a quick trip to Sydney. Work has been really bad with rostering me recently, and I'm also just about to start rehearsals 3 times a week for a show I've been cast in, so I figure now is kind of a really good time to just do a quick little trip. I've got family in Sydney. I also kind of have the Sydney bug again. If you have been around for a little while, you'll know I moved to Sydney last year. It didn't go very well. I moved back to Brisbane and now I've got the Sydney bug again. So I'm kind of taking every opportunity that I can to visit, A, because it's lovely to see family, and B, so that I can figure out where my brain is at. Anyway, last time I was taking a flight, I literally checked in 3 minutes before check-in closed. So we're not doing that today. I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna make sure I get there with plenty of time. Let's go.
When I first met you then, now you were nothing. You were just sitting on the couch with that red jacket. We didn't say a word, who would have thought that?
Okay, and we have made it home. The OGs will recognize this room. If you recognize this room, you are officially my bestie and I love you very much. But I'm actually doing a little bit of a fashion show right now. It is my brother's wedding in September and it's a formal event. And I figured I would try and make use of something that I already own for this event. I have a bunch of formal dresses that I pretty much never get the opportunity to wear. And if I can save myself the money of buying a new dress and also just like the environmental thing with all that, then I'm absolutely going to do that. So this is the first dress that we've got. It is this beautiful maxi blue purple kind of situation. I wore this once for a friend's year 12 formal and I don't think I've ever worn it since. It's beautiful. I think, is it silk? It has got an unfortunate stain right here, which is a bit of a bummer, but this is option number 1. I don't know if it's my color. I don't think it's a super flattering fit. Still strapless. There are removable straps, but this is option number 1. Okay, this one kind of slabs. Look at that. I would never wear this dress to a wedding. You're not supposed to wear black or white at a wedding, but I look amazing in this dress. Beautiful slit on the side. It's very figure hugging. It's got a, would you call that a keyhole back, or is that a bit big for a keyhole? I don't know, but the shape we love. It is a gorgeous dress. I could not wear this, but I will be saving it for something. This one I also don't think I would wear to a wedding. It's navy, but it looks really dark. It's got a high-low skirt, very stretchy, very comfy. The padding is a little disfigured. Nice low back. She is beautiful. I don't think she's appropriate for this event. I have no idea what this was bought for. I think I wore it to a closing night of a show that I did at one point. And this is the one that I think I'm gonna go for. This is actually a convertible bridesmaid's dress that I actually bought for the launch of a theater company. There was like a concert that I was part of. I bought it for that. I wore it for my year 12 formal, and then I wore it for my university like graduation showcase. And now I might wear it for my brother's wedding. It is beautiful. It's got these like panels on the front. There's 2 at the back as well. So you can make it into like all these different convertible styles. You can do a halter neck, you can do like a one shoulder thing, you can do like a crisscross, something like that. There are so many different things that you can do with this dress. Yet to decide how we'll style it. I think my favorite way to do it is the halter neck like this. This is how I did it for my showcase, and I just wore a little belt with it. I think it's really cute. And of course it is pink. We all know how I feel about pink. I think it's a good option and I love the idea of wearing something that I already own. So I think it might be the go. This is my favorite part of curling my hair. We've got the Shirley Temple ringlets right now. Let's brush it out. So I was an absolutely terrible vlogger yesterday and I am so sorry for that. I do need to tell you guys a story though, and give you a little warning, a little word of advice. What is going on there? Oh no. So yesterday while I was on the plane, I thought I would take a nice little sip of water. You know, just a basic human need to drink water. But I forgot to depressure my water bottle when I opened it, so it's got like a straw. Usually when I'm on a plane, I'll like unscrew it a little bit so it like is fine and I can just drink out of the straw at any time in the flight. And what was that? So that I can drink out of the straw at any time in the flight. I went real like Kath and Kim there for a second, but I forgot to do that. So I opened my water bottle and this jet of water came straight out of my water bottle, so high it hit the roof of the plane. I just turned to the people next to me and I'm like, I am so sorry. But the water fell on the pages of my book, which I'm reading First Time Caller by B.K. Borison right now, which I'm really, really loving. So I'm extra upset about that because the water has now damaged one of my potential new like 5-star reads. So not only was I wet, not only was I embarrassed, I also ruined my book. I'm really upset about it. Anyway, then Mum and I went to Bondi, we went to a cafe, we got some lunch. I promise my hair is gonna calm down in a second. Give it some time. We went to a cafe, we had lunch, walked around some shops, we went to Bondi Beach and had a little look. We didn't get out of the car because it was cold and windy, but it was just like a little scenic detour. We ran some errands, we came home. I had a beautiful home-cooked meal last night, which I'm so thankful for, and is such a novelty for me because I'm not much of a cook and I live by myself. So I don't really have nice home-cooked meals very often, so that was really nice. And then today I am catching up with some friends. Potentially friend. Not sure what's happening with the second person. Is it giving the vibes that they just don't want to see me and they're too nervous to tell me? Maybe. But the first friend that I'm catching up with is literally on a plane this morning. She lives in Melbourne and I live in Brisbane, and I think she thought that I still lived in Sydney, and we just happened to be in Sydney at the same time, which is so nice. So we're gonna catch up, we're gonna go to a cafe, maybe go for a nice walk, and then tonight I'm maybe catching up with someone that I used to do shows with, like growing up, maybe. Still a big question mark over that one, but we'll see what happens. Fit check. Skirt from Ali, top from Valley Girl, jacket thrifted, shoes Fila, bow Ali. Feeling cute.
Got this song up inside of me, in a world I don't wanna say, just the same damn thing. What's your height, what's your age, what's the price of your way?
Doing a car vlog in a different car than usual feels kind of weird, feels kind of great. Anyway, I thought I would come to Manly, do a nice little walk along the water, take in the views, maybe have a seat. I brought my book, but then I started walking and it just started absolutely bucketing down with rain right around the time I started. Anyway, my plans with my friends that I was going to meet up with this morning got moved to the afternoon, so I've got about an hour until I need to take off to meet with them, but I'm getting hungry, so I'm gonna get some lunch and then I'm gonna see my friend. Also, if you know, you know, but parking in Manly is yikes. I really had faith that it wouldn't be as bad as it was. Juliet, if you're watching, so lovely to see you. I did mean to take more footage while we were together, but I was having such a good time that I just completely forgot. Now, I was intending on catching up with another friend tonight, but that fell through and I think we're catching up tomorrow. So hopefully that happens. Hopefully I get to see that person because it would be really lovely. But tonight I am just gonna head home, and am I gonna do anything with my night? Who knows? Maybe a cozy little movie night. It is nice and rainy. In the time I was sitting here, it's gone from an hour and 10 minutes to get home to an hour and 11 minutes to get home. I have a feeling it's gonna keep climbing because it's like 4:30, 4:40 right now, which is peak hour. So I have a feeling that it's gonna take a long time to get home. Let's get cracking. Happy Sydney day 3, everyone. I'm just doing my finishing touches before I head off for the day. I'm an activity girl. We know I love an activity. So I knew I was catching up with my brother and his fiance today, but I've also had a little bit of a hankering for putt-putt recently. So I sent them a message last night and I was like, how do you guys feel about putt-putt? It's been years since I've done putt-putt, and I'm gonna be terrible, but it's gonna be so much fun. We're going to Holey Moley in Chatswood. Should be a good time. I love a little activity. Maybe we'll get some lunch. See what happens.
And I'm dying to know, it's a killer in you, like it's killing me.
Yeah! And the story of us looks a lot like a tragedy now. The end. Hi! We got Brandon and Amanda! How many is this? Oh, wait, you go on this side, okay. Hey! Oh! Guys, I want to swear so bad, but there is a small child over there, so I'm going to be responsible and say, Holey Moley. Oh!
Look, it worked. That was very mindful.
Thank you. Very mindful, very demure. Big bad butt. Yeah.
What?
Oh, wait, I'm so zoomed in. Please stay there. Oh,
Come on, Frank.
oh, fitness icon. Hey, slay. Oh, little baby. Hi, Lucky. Go, Loki, go. Come on. Oh. Guess what just happened? The friend that postponed has now cancelled. He does sound very, very sick, so I hope he gets better soon. But I am super, super sad about that. Also, because I got a tiny little crush on this dude, and I'm like, oh, okay, so I thought we were gonna fall in love. My sister-in-law very kindly gave me her copy of Beach Read. I've never read Beach Read before, but she's got this beautiful special edition. She said she's got 2 special editions, and she gave me this one. She is such a legend. Honestly, I cannot fathom just giving someone a special edition. That's crazy, and I'm very grateful. But anyway, I guess I'll go home and be sad that I'm not catching up with that friend, but I don't know, maybe I'll hang out with my parents or something instead. Also, while I was at my brother's place, he's got his like VR headset, and I was playing like Saber Beat or whatever it's called, and I don't want to brag, but I'm really good. But it was so much fun, and now I'm like, should I get a VR headset? I'm not enough of a gamer to justify owning a VR headset, but it was just so much fun. Anyway, now it's time for me to drive home in the rain. Yay! A small crash out later.
Talk to my walls about you. Pretty sure they're tired of hearing.
Great. Great. So I got myself all ready this morning to go and see my friend Peta, who I haven't seen in years, but we've been like connecting online, and she's such an angel, such a gem. I'll actually link her YouTube below. She's got a gaming channel and like an acting vlogging channel, but I was really excited to see her because I haven't seen her in so long. I went to unlock the car. The key wasn't like registering. Okay, no worries. Let's try the spare key. Also not working. That's fine. I can like put the key into the lock and like unlock it that way. But then I put the key in the ignition. It doesn't even rev or anything. The car just does not turn on. So then I messaged Peta. I'm like, if you haven't left, please don't. Anyway, the NRMA are here now, and it sounds like it was a dead battery, which I hope that's not my fault. But anyway, those plans to meet up with Peta have been cancelled, unfortunately, but I'll see her at some point, and I have no idea what I'm gonna do with the rest of my day. Might hang out with my parents, hang out with the puppy. Hi, Daisy. What are you looking at me like that for?
Okay, so this has been a very random 24 hours. As you may be able to tell, I'm at the airport. My trip to Sydney is coming to an end. So you guys may have seen my little crash out last night. I did then call into Coles, get myself some cookies so I could eat my feelings a little bit. I got up this morning and got ready to see a different friend. And then I got to the car, and as I think I explained earlier, the car just would not turn on. Turned out that was a dead battery, which was also my fault because I left the interior light on. I claim that was my bad. That is very humbling, very embarrassing. To be fair, my car usually automatically turns the light off when I close my door. So anyway, I ended up having to cancel the plans that I had to meet my friend this morning because I was staying with family on the Northern Beaches, and public transport from the northern beaches is trash. Pretty much anywhere else in Sydney, the trains are impeccable. So many like options, and they run like all the time. If you're on the northern beaches, you pretty much have to drive everywhere. So because I didn't have a car, I couldn't get to see my friend, which was really disappointing, but I'll see her next time I'm here. I'll make sure that happens. Anyway, I am just so tired. This was a somewhat last minute trip, and I had plans that like moved and plans that cancelled, and I was seeing a lot of people, and it was a lot, but it was really fun. I had a good time. Sydney is so different to Brisbane, and I do really love visiting. And I think I mentioned at the start of this video that there's like a little part of me that wants to move back, but I will say I am excited to go home, sleep in my own bed. There's just something about the first sleep in your own bed after you've been traveling that is just top tier. So I just think I am going to absolutely crash tonight. Oh my god, a flight just departed, and every single one of them can see me in my camera. Also, I didn't bring my laptop on this trip, and so I haven't really been like looking at the footage that I've been taking. I have no idea what's in this video, and I am so sorry. This could be the most boring video you've ever watched. This might be a really short video, and I would have no idea because I haven't even had to change the battery on my camera this whole video. So we'll see what happens there. But I'm about to get on my plane, so I think I might end this video here. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment a plane emoji so that I know you watched to the end, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye.